Hello world, I'm Rich, and it's Rich's World Beer Tour. Guess what? Review number 400.
Woohoo! 400.
Hey, Super Bowl Sunday, we're recording this, as you can tell from the Bronco boys here. Pete's got a brother. Dan's joining us here. We had to have a few bodies. If I did this one, I'd be laying on the floor. Happy, but laying on the floor. We got a 4-year vertical going here. Old Rasputin. You know our friends from Fort Bragg, California, North Coast Brewing. We've got 15, 16, 17, and 18. And I can't remember who sent me 18, but it's, what is it, 2012, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to give this a go and see what it is. Let's do some pouring. Yep, these are...
Let's see what this one...
See what 4 bottles does for us to start Super Bowl Sunday.
Got it.
You're trying to be dainty here. I'll just pass these, just so we keep them straight. Here, you can say, you can be the pourer.
Okay.
All right, I got aggressive on that. Even for a small pour. It's the usual. I think we reviewed this before. Jet black, beautiful tan khaki head. If we had roof cam, you could see all the frothy little suds there.
Roof cam, pylon cam.
Is that 3 years ago?
Yep. And that current one, it appears to be more carbonated, that's for sure, than for sure.
Well, maybe that's it. I was going to say maybe I poured a little aggressive. There's the 2-year-old.
Wow.
All right.
All right, let's get a nose on it. While Pete, you can pour the other one.
I don't know if I... There it goes.
Well, that is boozy.
Yeah, that one definitely smells.
And this is is an Imperial Stout or just a stout? It's a Russian Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. So there's our huge... All right, get your nose in there, Pete. You know how Pete's reluctant to try Russian Imperial Stout. Bourbon, big caramel, big chocolates.
Yeah, I get the bourbon on it more than anything.
You can smell that.
Yep.
Can you?
You can
We just
smell
want
that.
Anything else? I mean, there's a little chocolate in there, but it's pretty bourbon forward.
Yeah, that one's very bourbon
You know what?
forward.
Before I drink, I'm just gonna.
Sniff them all.
Wow.
Does it go the same? No, it definitely mellows on that.
Yeah, second.
Yep.
Tell me what you smell in the third one. Maybe it's I poured aggressive. It smells like leather. Maybe that's me.
Wet leather.
Wet leather. I poured into a leather glass.
Particularly good smell, but
Smell this. I get a bag glass.
yeah, that's wet leather.
Yeah.
Try this one,
That's the
Rich.
3-year-old. Yeah, the 4. And the 4's got a sweet smell
That's
to it.
real, yeah, that's real different.
It's really different. Now these things vary from like 11.1 to 12.1%, so I'm not sure it's the exact same beer in each one, but we're going to give it close enough. All right, Dan's already, as with every other brother we bring in,
The young brother.
They start drinking
The young brother.
before the cheers even.
Cheers.
I lost my hair earlier,
No, my brother Joel.
drinking earlier.
Ooh, that's just like a melted caramel and bourbon. That's just, for me, huge caramel.
Yeah, it's very caramely. There's a little bit of like a bitter
Coffee-ish.
chocolate, maybe coffee on it.
Yeah, coffee-ish.
And the bourbon's there. It's just caramel. It's just huge caramel.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what? We've got food around here.
Right up front is that caramel.
Pardon my reach. Cleanse my palate.
The lemon Girl Scout
With a
cookie.
lemon Girl Scout cookie. Maybe that wasn't the best one.
Some say sorbet, whatever, but
All right, so that's real caramel forward.
Very.
Yeah, now I've introduced lemon to my mouth. That was good. Let's go a year back here. So this is 17. No.
Yep,
Yep.
this would be
would be
17 because
17.
we started with 18. Not nearly so bourbony on the smell for sure.
This one tastes lemony for some reason. All right, that cleansed my palate of the cookie. That was a bad idea.
I don't get nearly as much caramel on this one.
Not at all.
Not as sweet.
Like,
It's sweet. There's like a cherry flavor.
yeah, nowhere near as much caramel on that.
It seems thinner for some reason.
I was gonna say the same.
If it's,
You just beat me to it.
I'll shut up a little bit.
No, you're fine. This is your
It's
show. ain't it?
chocolate and
I'm
lemon.
sure chocolate, not lemon.
No, the
You didn't get
caramel.
lemon.
No, I didn't get any
So
lemon.
no.
The
Missed
caramel's
lemon.
totally dropped off of this thing. The bourbon is less. You know, I think it's just from both of them. I'm feeling a little warmth going on here,
Right.
just from the.
I was gonna crack the door.
Well, just so you know, the 17 is the one that's 12.1. The 18 that we started with, this one here on the side, was it 11.3?
That one seems a little thinner. The flavors are very muted, and that booziness, carameliness is just gone.
Yeah.
It's just a little. It's a thinner, chocolatey.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't care for it as much.
Well, let's go back another year. So this
Yeah.
is the 2013.
See how it ages.
This is what do we got? 16.
Yeah, we're at 16.
16. And this is the one that I
16.
said was like shoe leather. And you guys aren't
11.3.
you guys aren't getting any of that in
I'm not, nor lemon either.
Or lemon.
Well, lemon's gone now.
Definitely a thicker mouthfeel.
Yeah.
A little bit of the caramel comes back.
I'm getting more coffee-ish, more darker.
More of the darker
Darker.
chocolate or
Like a baker's
just
chocolate?
darker, yeah.
little bitter chocolate.
Bourbon is gone.
The bourbon,
The
yeah.
taste of the bourbon. Is it bourbon or whiskey?
No, it's
It's bourbon.
bourbon.
But definitely
It's
much
still
thicker.
It's still smooth. Yeah, it's got more body to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I get that. It throws me off. There's a sweet taste. I wonder, you guys aren't getting any kind of fruit or. I just wonder if I got an infected bottle, and that's why the smell. Because that smell changes my taste of it. Maybe I just poured it.
I don't get that. That it's bad.
There's
A
a
little early,
very
like
early
almost like a chocolate covered cherry.
cherry. I was
right?
gonna say cherry. Yep. I wanted to see if you got the
So
same.
that same. There's
There's
a
a-
little real early, like like
Right as you taste it,
Yeah.
there's a cherry,
Yeah.
and then I do take that back. There's a little bourbon flavor
Finish-
at the end.
finish
Yep.
on it?
Yep.
The charred oak.
Well, now this one. On this one, there is just no head,
No head left.
and that was the first glass poured versus the others.
No,
No, opposite.
this is the last glass poured.
Yeah.
No, but didn't I start pouring?
Oh,
and then
oh,
went
yeah,
down?
yeah,
So,
yeah, maybe.
so
I
even
see
though
what you
these
mean.
ones still have head,
Oh, right.
this one is totally lost
Oh,
its
yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Which I also would if I drank all of these. I'd lose my head.
Smooth, light chocolate,
Yeah, very
muted
mild.
flavors.
Yeah, very mild.
There's a little
Little body back, but
fruitiness to it. Just
Kinda in
there's a
between
slight
the
that
last two.
cherry that cherry that
Yeah.
you were mentioning is
Yeah.
light in here for me. Yeah, it's chocolate. There's a little. It is. It's a fruity cherry. Is this thing, and maybe what that is the caramely and the bourbon flavor changing into more of a interpreted as a fruity flavor.
I don't know. It most of the, I guess, flavors that I got from some of the others have just all sort of blended back together, and I'm not getting a lot of
Differences.
anything.
You need some lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my overall impression of the four. If someone presented me with 4 bottles of Old Rasputin after doing this, I would, or the choice of 4 bottles, I would take fresh bottles. For me, the caramely, unless it's the recipe, guys, and I don't know that, but the fresh, it was caramely, thick, had a nice head, chocolatey, boozy, bourbony. I would take fresh, and then everything else starts muting all those flavors.
I go 18, 16, 15, 17.
For sure.
That's the order that I would go
For
in.
sure.
For me, literally, it's 18, and then there's the others. Everything is kind of muted, where the fresh is like, this is what you really want. This,
16's the closest to
Yep.
replicating it. It's the closest.
Yep.
and that's the. Was that the boozy one, or was the boozy one the one that?
That's the one that had that little cherry.
Was the boozy one the one that the highest alcohol? The one that we
yeah.
put last? Which one was it? 17? Is that the highest alcohol?
16 was the 11.3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
17 was the highest alcohol. It
So
was the
maybe-
one that we
Did
liked
last.
the least.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyways, hey, a 4-year vertical. Got to thank Dan for hosting. I got to thank you guys for watching. 400 reviews, putting up with me and Pete for a lot of them for 400 reviews and all that. But we have a good time doing this, and we get a chance to do a lot of good stuff. I can't remember a name. You're from Wisconsin, and you sent me this bottle. Thank you. And it was the best one of the 4. So
For sure.
thanks for
Here's
sending
you
that.
right there.
Oh, I can't remember.
We're going back to that.
Anyways, hey guys, thanks. Here's to the next 400, and thanks for sharing 4 bottles with us. Cheers, world.
Cheers.
Now you may drink.
There you go.
Joe would be done by now.